Hi guys, hope you're doing good. Welcome to another episode of the AI Workflow Lab. I'm Tita. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about 5 things you can do with Copilot right here, right now, to get you in your journey. So I'm going to talk about Copilot, how you can use it for branding your presentations, how you can use it for helping you in your emails. I lost my words there. Helping you, draft emails, and before you send it out to your customer, to your coworker. I'll show you how it can be very powerful as well in providing file insights to your files that are sitting in OneDrive. And then I'll show you how it can also help accelerate things in the world of Excel in creating content. Then finally, I'll show you how there is an area where you can see all the different types of prompts that you can select based on the user role or based on the industry. So those are the 5 things I want to show you today. So yeah, let's get stuck in. First one, using Copilot for your PowerPoint presentations. So as you can see here on the screen, I've got a presentation. You can see the branding is quite specific. It's blue background. It's got this kind of architectural view, and it's architectural drafting and planning. But I want to use the same style, but for a different type of presentation, for different content. So what I'll do, I go into Copilot in PowerPoint, I click on Copilot, and then you can see here, I've got some suggested prompts, and I'm going to use this one, create a presentation from file. Now I now have to search the file that I want to do the presentation on. And in this case, it's Contoso travel expense policy. So that's what I want us to do. We're still using the same branding. So I select it. That's the file I'm referencing. Click on the button and then off it goes, and it starts creating the presentation for me, honoring the format. You'll see once it does that, it gives me the order of events, how many slides are going to be created. I could do things like, you know what, I want the business travel expense to be moved further up or down. I can do that by just grabbing it there and changing the order of events. So once I'm happy with the events, I want that I may not want the compliance and consequence. I'll delete that. Expense reporting procedure, I may want that one further up, etc. So you get the idea. You can change the order of the slides. And then once you're happy, click generate new presentation, and off it goes. And as usual, as I said, as I've been saying in my previous videos, and I'll say it in this one, probably a chance to go make a coffee. Am I going to be able to make a coffee, or will it do it? Maybe not. Maybe a hot drink. It is winter now, so I tend to have warm drink, water with a bit of lemonade, nice and warm. That's there. But sorry, I'm diverting. This isn't this is a workshop around hot drinks. It's a workshop around Copilot. Hot topic still, but Copilot. Right. So we've got it here. So we've got our slides here. You can see how, let's just change the layout. So let's just change the view to, I'm used to the normal view. You may like slide sorter or overview view or outline view. But you can see the normal view is there. The branding is still honored in terms of the blue background, the font, the type of font, etc. It's inserted some pictures as well, but obviously you can change that. And it's taken pretty much the content that was from the actual reference document, which was, this was then created from. So you can see, nice presentation, honoring the layout, honoring the format, nicely branded. So that's one good way to use Copilot. Now, the other thing I want to show you is how you can use Copilot to help you draft emails, right? So let's get stuck in there. So I am here. I'm going to start a new email. And let's go here, go there. We want to create a new email. So new email, and I want to send it to my boss. I know I'm emailing myself, but that's just for demo purposes. So draft with Copilot, you can see that little icon over there. If I click on that, it opens up a new window. Then it says, what do you want this email to say? So I really wanted to say, thanks for the great report. Remember the AGM face-to-face with Fabrical next week. Also 20th December deadline for our presentation. Finally, book travel by next Tuesday via the new booking system. So I've given Copilot the context of what I want that email to look like. It's going to now top and tail it. Firstly, thank you for the excellent report. Great work. Just wanted to remind you about our annual general meeting with Fabrical. Don't forget that we have a deadline of the 20th. So you can see that it's done it in a few sections. Thanks again for all your hard work. So I can keep it. I can make it shorter. I can make it longer, or I could even change the tone. So if I say I make it longer, because I want it longer, can do that. You can see it does that. It adds a bit more meat to the bone, so to speak. And finally, if we want, we can also change the tone. So look at that. If I want to make it more direct, because you know what, that's the type of person I'm dealing with. They just want the facts. We can do that. It's a bit more targeted. Some of these are hit and miss. As I say, I'm not going to give you biased opinion. I'm going to give you honest opinion. So sometimes you may recreate it and think, well, there's not much difference between direct and casual in terms of changing the tone. So just have a play around. But look, does it give you that productivity gain by creating an email with nice top and tail, with nice content, nice structure quite quickly? I would say yes. So that's one worth trying out. Right, now file insights. So this is where you're leveraging OneDrive. Everyone has got OneDrive where you've got loads of files and you want an efficient way to see what that file is about before opening it. So I'm in OneDrive here. I've got all these files here, and if they say, let's just say I'm interested in the Spectrum Studio monthly newsletter, you can see how I've got the Copilot actions for this item. Selecting them, I can ask Copilot to summarize that document or create an FAQ. There's even create an audio overview, which is interesting. So if I select summarize, it'll literally go in there, summarize the document for me. Almost that scenario, do I need to open the document and read it, or can I get Copilot to just let me know what that document's about? So it's going to do that. It's going to work on it, and then it'll give me some insights about that document, right? Then I could make that decision whether I really need to go into it and read all the 50 pages, etc. Again, it's all about the context. If the document that you want to have a look at is a one-pager, you're probably better off just opening it and skimming through it, I beg your pardon. But if it's a really large document, a proposal, an RFP, request for proposal, etc., then something like that, this is where this productivity gains can be achieved by using something like Copilot in OneDrive. And there we have it. So it's generating it. Yes, it should open up very shortly. Oh, something went wrong. And these things happen, right? So maybe I had the file already open. Let's try that again. Let's just go here. Let's try that one either, actually. Summarize this document, compose a booking form. Let's getting things ready. Yeah, I'm not going to edit this. I think it's important that you see where sometimes things go wrong, It's not even 10 years old, Copilot. It's still growing, but we love it, right? So look, it's creating content. Please don't let me down, Copilot, because we're streaming live to the world, right? This is the window for you to show my followers how great you are. I've been backing you up, so now back me up here. Come on, Copilot. Come on, you got this. Yeah. So look, these things may happen. There's a little hiccups here and there, but if you've seen my previous videos, you've seen my previous series, you've seen that, yeah, it's been a walk in the park, literally. So let's get this done, finishing up. And if not, then I will create another video with this working, right? Because it is a great one to summarize files without needing to open them. So I will come back to that one in a different video. But let's move on to the next one, analyzing data in Excel. So great. So that one we can do here. So suppose I've got this data here with all these countries, right? United States, Canada, etc. And I want an efficient way to add the columns around the capitals of the country. So Copilot in Excel. Click on Copilot, and then I will just say, I'll just go to my prompt I had here, which was here, So I'm just going to simply say in the prompt, add a column with the capital names of each of the countries. And again, quick wins, because I don't want to have to manually type them. So you can see it gives me information. It's creating a formula sheet, and eventually it's going to go ahead and do it. It gives me so if I just click insert, and we'll see that over there. It's done it over there. I had other few columns there, which is why I can tidy that up afterwards. But you can see it's done most of it. Yes, it's missing some of those other countries there, but I've got the gist of it, which is great. So another quick ways to kind of get info, to get a bit more productive in the Excel side of things. Yes, I can do things like, of course, I delete those two columns and it looks a bit neater. And yes, there's some gaps there, but you can see the idea. It's done most of them. Prompt ideas. This is really good now. So this is where you're leveraging Copilot and the prompt gallery. So when you go into Copilot chat, as you can see here, you can see the different suggestions that are available anyway. You click on the prompt gallery, and this brings up a whole new set of prompts that you could use, So I could either select prompts around creativity, or I can select prompts around code, write a SQL query to return all the columns where sales are so and so. Or I could even do a search by department. So what sort of prompts would the legal department, would someone in legal use? Review similar cases, draft guideline languages, so you can filter by department, by industry, by task, and agents as well, which is something I will absolutely cover in another call and another series. And by the way, if you look to the previous series, I did a series on Copilot agents. I'll be doing another one on all the out-of-the-box agents. But this prompt gallery is a great way for you to see what sort of prompts are relevant for you, right? But depending on your role or your industry. I'm going to try and go back to the OneDrive one because I don't like things not going to plan. And that one of File Insights didn't go to plan. But let's try it one last time. Again, the idea is that you have all your files here and you want to kind of review the file without opening it. So let's click on summarize again. And if it doesn't work this time, as I said, I will absolutely do another video just focusing on this. Yes. Okay. It's probably not. It says working on it, but it's probably getting things ready. It should do it. If not, I'll do another video with it. And these things happen. But no, it's not going to do it. So we're going to stop that because we're almost out of time. Please, I'm transparent. Look, I stopped the response. I stopped it because we're out of time. But guys, please like and subscribe. If you liked what you saw, I will be doing a lot more videos. And again, I like to be honest and transparent. The fact that you didn't see the file insights in that OneDrive, I think in a way it's a good thing because these things will happen. You will write a prompt and it won't give you the response. Just persevere. That's what I would suggest. You saw all the other things that it can do. I'll be doing a lot more. Remember to send me your suggestions and I'll get back to you. Bye for now.